Hey everyone, what's going on? It's Sensei Pink and I'm coming back to you guys for my review on Lord Olympus episode 102. Before we jump into it guys, I just have to give all of you, my watchers and my viewers, my subscribers, thank you guys so much, and thank you guys for helping me achieve my first 100 subscribers on YouTube. You guys are just so fucking awesome. Seeing how much you guys just really enjoy my reviews really just inspires me to just keep pushing and to keep getting content to you guys so that you can just enjoy, have fun, laugh, and share the same opinions as me, and just have fun watching me, you know, and enjoy your time on YouTube. So I just want to say one more time, thank you guys so much. And I'm a little in shock, but you know, I just deeply appreciate it. Now, aside from you guys being awesome, don't forget to go follow me on both Instagram and Twitter and hit that subscribe button to see more weekly videos. Kicking off this episode, we are brought to the flashback of Ares and Persephone right after Percy calls for her mom. Ares then tries to mitigate his actions, but it's to no avail, and Percy ends up calling for her mom again. As he tries to prevent her from calling her mother a third time, Demeter finally shows up and is on her like poison ivy shit and captures Ares in some vines. As for Percy, she tells her mom that Ares, a smelly man, is bothering her before her mom tells her to go wait inside. But as she walks away, our girl Percy turns back and gives a mocking little kiss to Ares, you know, because he tricked her and you know, he's gonna get what he deserves. And then we get to see Ares, who is held down by the vines as Demeter just comically beats him with the pitchfork. Now, flash forward to the present, we are met with Eros, who tells Percy that, you know, he's a little relieved by her quote unquote, you know, version of hooking up. You know what I'm saying? At least he didn't find out like, you know, they did it or something in that nature, you know, like his dad was cheating on, you know, Aphrodite, but you know, that's a whole nother story. So yeah, you know. Moving along, Percy then tells Eros that, you know, even though what happened, she wishes that she didn't lose her temper that day, because after that day, Demeter was like, no, girly, no more alone time privilege for you. And you know, she just completely lost her alone time. As the conversation wraps up between these two, Eros asks Percy why she made a little smaller cake on the side, to which she just says, it's a little something extra. Ooh, I wonder who this could be for. Moving along, we are then thrown in the midst of a dream that Hades is having. In this dream, Hades is preparing breakfast for his son, and as he is doing so, our girl Percy walks out, almost ready for work, and asks him if they are running behind, while giving their baby a kiss. Hades then mentions that they both have plenty of time, to which our girl Percy turns around, asks Hades to zip up her dress, and we then end off this dream with Percy thanking him, and then turning towards him while touching his chest, saying, I love you. Why couldn't this be real? Rachel, my girl, like, stop teasing us. We don't deserve to be teased like that. Oh my God, Jesus. Well guys, sadly, as I said before, it was a dream, and the good part, Hades just wakes up surprised and just a little in shock. He then gets up and begins reflecting on how much he wants to contact her, but he knows that contacting her, you know, between certain hours is just not what they agreed on. He then goes on to think about his life and thinks, you know, even though he's spent an entire lifetime, you know, pretending that he doesn't want kids or relationships, you know, it's just been way easier to say no to those things before they could say no to him. He then begins to reflect on possible problems of him asking Percy to even be his queen. The first problem being that there's no natural sunlight in the underworld, which is probably like pretty crucial for the goddess of spring, you know? Second, he's infertile and just couldn't give her a family the traditional way. But Hades is a baller. We all know that he can get her a cell phone now. And third, would she be okay with all of that? Although he realizes that, you know, he is thinking a little far ahead, he has realized through this process that he has begun to understand his feelings for Percy even better. He then goes to his desk, you know, that desk where he wrote that little letter to himself about Percy a few chapters ago and scratches out that last paragraph and writes in that paragraph's place that, he loves the way that she treats him and that he wants to feel that way all the time. After concluding that, he just can't shake these feelings that he has for Percy, we then end off this episode realizing that regardless of what happens to him and Percy, he just cannot keep doing what he's doing with Mint, and sends her a text message asking her if they can meet and talk. Alright guys, that concludes this week's episode, so let's get into some of my opinions. First of all, I am surprised at how Eros took Percy's story. I don't think that he's going to tell his mom, but as I said last week, I definitely think he is going to be using this story, this little newfound knowledge, to keep his dad coming home in a timely fashion so that his mom does not have to worry. Second, why? Why, Rachel? Why must you do that to us? I legit almost died when I read that. I was so excited, but unfortunately, it was ruined. And lastly, just as my man Flavor Flav once said, Mint, your time is up. Your time is up. That's it. I just hope that in next week's episode, Hadess, finally gets that backbone to not get sucked into another relationship with her and just finally ends it, because I swear to God, guys, if he does not, I'm gonna have to roll up to Rachel's house and, force her to make the large cardboard cutout, and I'm just gonna have to be able to, drop kick him, because I can't do this. We deserve Percy x Hadess, period. Well, now that that's over, let me jump into some of my predictions for episode 103. For my first prediction, I think that Percy is going to give her little cake to either Ares or Hadess. I think that she may give the cake to Hadess because, number one, she misses him and wants to use it as an excuse for her to see him and maybe discuss that check that he left, or as a thank you for the check. Or she can give it to Ares as a small apology for what happened in the past. For my second prediction, I know that Hadess was having a dream, but what if it turned out to be a vision, and at the very end of this series we get to see this dream play out? I think that it would just be so cute for, this series to end with Hadess's dream finally coming true. Or he has the dream, and when he wakes up, Percy and his son are there with him. For my last prediction, as much as I fear that Hadess may do some BS with Mint, I do not think that Mint will take this news lightly, and she will then vow to ruin Percy and Hadess. To take it a step further, I think that this will be the start of her revenge, Roman's revenge, and she will just be ready to go in for the kill, and maybe she'll even start working with Apollo, to bring them both down and they can both get their way. Well guys, let me know, what do you guys think of these predictions, and what do you guys think is gonna happen next episode? As always guys, go follow me on both Instagram and Twitter and smash that like button if you enjoyed watching. And don't forget guys, hit that subscribe and notification button if you would like to see more of me, Sensei Pink.